Now, I know that summer is a super busy time for so many families, so this week I decided to make some meals that were 20 minutes or less. That way you can get in and out of the kitchen on those busy nights. This first dinner idea is pepperoni pizza sliders. I'm going to start out by preheating my oven to 375 degrees. For our sliders, I'm just going to be using these King Hawaiian rolls. It is the 12 count. Now, you don't necessarily have to have the King Hawaiian brand. You can use the store-bought brand. The only reason I actually got the King's Hawaiian was because my store did not have the off-brand. Now, if they had had the off-brand, I probably would have gotten it. I'm just going to take these out. Alright, and then I'm just going to take this serrated knife and I'm going to try my very best to cut these right in the middle all the way through. Once you get that cut, I'm just going to take this top piece and set it to the side. I'm going to take my bottom piece, and I just have a baking sheet here. I lined it with some aluminum foil. And I'm also going to go ahead and spray it with some non-stick cooking spray, just lightly. I'm going to sit the bottom piece of the sliders on the tray. And then actually right now, I'm going to prep one of our toppings. We like to have onion on our pizzas, and so that's why I'm going to put some onions on our sliders. Of course, I mean, to me, this is the fun part because you can really add whatever you want to these, just depending on what type of pizza you love. So I'm probably just going to slice up about half of this. I just had half an onion in the fridge, and so I'm just going to slice up about half of that half. All right, I'm going to sit this over here to the side. Bring this back over here. Next, you're going to just want to take some of your favorite pizza sauce or marinara sauce. I'm just going to use this Great Value marinara sauce. And you're just going to want to spread it out evenly on the bottom layer. Now, if you're not a huge fan of a lot of sauce, you can make it a really thin layer. If you like a lot of sauce, you can make it a thick layer. Just make it however you like it the best. After you get your sauce spread on the bottom, you're going to want to put a layer of mozzarella cheese. After you get your cheese on is when you're just going to want to add some of your favorite toppings. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some of these canned mushrooms. We love mushrooms on our pizza, and I usually always have some of these canned mushrooms in my pantry. I'm going to add on some of this sliced onion. Going to add on some pepperonis. I decided to go ahead and do 2 layers of pepperonis. You just do however much you want. But after you get the pepperonis on top, we're then going to top with another layer of mozzarella cheese. Add the tops back on. I'm just going to kind of give it a gentle press. Once you get your top put on, you are going to want to melt some butter. So I just have some melted butter here in this bowl. I'm going to add in some garlic powder, some dried oregano, and some Italian seasoning. Just going to kind of give that a mix inside the bowl. Then you're just going to want to brush it all over the tops. All right, y'all, and that's it. So we're gonna put this in a 375-degree oven, uncovered, for about 12 to 15 minutes. And that's what we're having for dinner tonight, pepperoni pizza sliders.
I love the fact that those sliders are so versatile. You can add any toppings that you want and just make it completely your own. For our second recipe, we are making some at-home KFC bowls.
So for our KFC bowls, I'm just going to make some homemade mashed potatoes with these russet potatoes. I'm probably going to put those in the Instant Pot. I'm just going to use some of these frozen chicken strips. These are just the Great Value brand. I'm going to use 1 package of brown gravy mix and 1 can of whole kernel corn. I love cooking my potatoes in the Instant Pot just because it's really quick and easy. Like, you don't have to wait for the water to boil on the stove, and then you don't have to wait for the potatoes to get soft and all that stuff. I can usually have my potatoes done in 11 to 12 minutes. Okay, well, first the Instant Pot has to come to pressure, and then it's about 11 to 12 minutes. But I'm just giving these potatoes a really rough chop. You don't have to dice them up into small pieces or anything. Okay, but then I'm just going to put them over here in the Instant Pot. And then I'll show you everything I put in mine. I'm going to take 1 cup of water, and we're going to pour that in. I'm going to add in 1 stick of butter, 1 block of cream cheese, and I'm going to season with some ranch seasoning, and I just get the Great Value brand, and it's been working pretty good. And then just some Lowry seasoned salt, just a little bit. You don't want too much. Gonna put my lid on, make sure it's on sealing. Then I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna hit manual, and I'm gonna cook this for 12 minutes. And then it's gonna come up to pressure. Once it's up to pressure, it'll start counting down from 12. Once it hits 12, it'll beep at me. I will release the steam, and then we'll mash them up. For my chicken tenders, I'm just gonna cook on in the air fryer, just because it is quicker in the air fryer. Now, you can still put these in the oven, and you'll probably still have about a 30-minute meal. I think that would be fine. But it's really, really hot here, so I'm trying not to use my big oven as much as possible. So I'm just gonna put this whole bag of chicken strips on these 2 trays here. The air fryer that I have is an Instant Vortex Plus. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. Then I'm going to hit air fry. I'm going to go up to 400. And I'm going to cook these for about 13 minutes. And I will flip them halfway. And then I'll just hit start, and it'll come up to temperature. So the air fryer has come up to temperature, so I'm just going to open that door. And I'm going to stick both of these trays in. And like I said, about halfway through, I'll flip the chicken, and I'll flip both of these trays. For the brown gravy, I'm just using this brown gravy mix, and I'm just going to do what it says on the package. All you do is you add in 1 cup of cold water, you empty this package in the water, and you bring it to a boil. For our corn, I did drain the liquid off. I have it in this microwave safe bowl with a little bit of butter and pepper, and I'm just going to heat it up in the microwave. When we have this dinner, I do like to take some of these bigger chicken strips and just kind of cut them into smaller, more nugget-sized pieces. And that is what we're having for dinner tonight. Make it yourself, KFC Bowls.
We love making those KFC bowls, and I definitely recommend getting just the bag of frozen chicken strips because it makes that meal super, super easy. I want to thank y'all so much for hanging out with me in the kitchen today and just taking some time away from your busy schedule during the summertime. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and let me know down in the comments if you have any 20-minute recipes that you and your family love. Bye!